So now we can do something a little bit different. For this example, we're going to switch over to a tool that has access to the internet, which is Bing. Bing is using, in creative mode, the purple mode, the exact same model as ChatGPT's GPT-4, but it has an internet connection. So we're going to paste in the exact same thing that we had before. And we're going to add an additional qualifier. We're going to say, look up the academic research on group work. Now this would not work in GPT that's not connected to the internet, but it works here well in Bing. So let's try this with look up the academic research on group work. And what you'll see is Bing is now going to actually do that for us here. So it's now looking up, doing an actual web search to find the answer, and we're going to get a better result. You'll also notice that Bing will provide sources as a result. These sources are not always 100% correct. You'll want to, again, check the work to make sure there's no hallucinations. But I think you can see how we get better results now here that are both including the example, including the context, but now including actual academic research. We could go one step further with this by adding ourselves into this model. We want it to make particular points. We're smart, we're experts. We don't want the AI to be the expert, so we can tell it, make the following points. So now, to make the AI not just produce random work, we want to actually insert what we know into the prompt, and we give it instructions that are more explicit. So in this case, we wanted to make the following points: that group work allows students to support each other, but group work also needs to be carefully designed. So up till now, there's been none of us in the AI, which is of course kind of worrying because you'd like to make sure that as humans, we're in the loop, that we are playing a role in the creation of this content. So it's really important to add that in. So we're going to add in a couple of points that we know that we want to make sure the AI covers, so it doesn't just make up its own information. We're going to say that we want it to include that group work allows students to support each other, and that group work needs to be carefully designed. And then when we do this prompt, the AI will do what it did before, which is look up the information like we requested. It'll still do the work it did before from the context of a teacher with the same tone, but you'll notice now including the points that we wanted to include. As opposed to just being AI work, now it's starting to be integrated work between human and AI. Sometimes it's called being a centaur, half person, half horse. And that's what we're seeing here. There's one even more advanced technique that we can include, which research shows makes the AI more effective. And this is a little bit trickier, but it is asking the AI to think step by step. So remember, the AI is just trying to guess what the next word is in a series of words, and asking it to think step by step allows it to create content that it can then look at and build from. So we could say, follow these steps. Outline the paragraph, improve the outline, write the paragraph. So now we're giving it steps to follow. This step-by-step thinking, sometimes called chain of thought thinking, is a useful way to get the AI to stay on task, and also for us to check the output as we go along to make sure that it's good. So you can see it's outlining the paragraph it's going to do first. It's giving us the sentences it's going to make, the points it's going to make, the example it's going to include, which we all asked for, and now it's going to improve the outline. So it's going to go back, and you can see it's going to actually already revising what it's doing. So asking it to look back at its own work often gets much better output as a result. And you can see it's actually doing a better transition, it's doing better points, and it's going to then produce the final content here, which is the actual end goal that we wanted. And so you can see how the sophistication level increases, the quality level increases, and we can check the results to see what goes wrong, if anything does.